Welcome back. I'm in the kitchen with Chef Kishi Arora and she's sauteing some baby corn in olive oil. Kishi, this is going to go into the sandwich which you'll be making.
Yes, it's going to go into the sandwich. I've sauteed some baby corn.
Okay.
And then we'll saute some zucchini, some tofu. And I have it ready right here.
Yeah, so Chef has already sauteed zucchini, tofu and
some baby corn.
Baby corn. Okay, Chef, if someone is lactose intolerant, what can you put in place of tofu?
Because
tofu adds like a nice
there's something known as tempeh, which is a fermented form of tofu, but it is something that, like, if you're lactose intolerant, I wouldn't recommend someone to have tofu, paneer, either of those items. That's when you get into soy. So soy is something you can take when you're a lactose intolerant. So tempeh or any sort of, like, you know how we have Indian style Nutella, you could make a patty with some potatoes and soy and bind it together and just put it inside.
Alright, so for all the people who are lactose intolerant, now we come to zucchini.
Right.
This is a vegetable which we Indians have discovered recently.
Actually, you know, I also found out quite amazingly that we actually eat zucchini, but we eat the, you know, this is a fruit. We eat the bigger version of it. Your sitafal is actually a kind of zucchini that grows big. So it's when in a baby stage, it's zucchini.
Ah, so
it's a kind of a squash that
it's a squash. Well, then that's our trivia for the day. So that is this, and this is going to go into the sandwich.
Yes, it's going to go into the sandwich.
So let's start, Chef.
All right. So we're going to take some bread and basically put some herb butter on it.
Okay.
This is the same herb butter. Just basic butter that you have at home with some coriander, thyme, any kind of mixed herbs that are there at home, you can just use those.
Okay.
So something like dhania also for that reason, or basil, you know, whatever you have at home ready. Use that.
And you can just put all that and it'll give a really nice flavor.
Yeah, it gives some sort of like a, you know, like a flavor added to the bread because your bread is quite bland.
Okay.
And since we're not putting anything inside the sandwich, this kind of helps and brings in, you know, some sort of sweetness out of your tofu and your vegetables.
Okay. Now, Chef, about the bread, you're using
I'm using a multigrain bread with flax seeds in it. I'm a big fan of flax seeds, especially if you're a vegetarian, you don't tend to eat eggs. So you need proteins, and flax seed is generally a substitute for egg.
Okay.
So if you're not using egg, you can use flaxseed powder, or, you know, like in your, you know, like in your cakes to your breads, flax seeds is what you replace it with.
So Chef, tell me something. When you were in culinary school, you would have to make like non-veg food and things like that,
Namrata, initially I started making lots of, you know, non-vegetarian food, but then that's the reason I changed from culinary to baking and pastry, and I specialized that because I realized I'd never be tasting meat myself.
What you're eating, exactly.
So it didn't really make that much of sense for me, and in fact I'm glad that I did that. It was by default, but still I'm happy about it.
It's delicious. I'm a big desserts person, and okay, so now you're putting the tofu.
So basically we, you know, put earth butter, we put some, you know, tofu, then some zucchini and some baby corn, and then you just make a sandwich and you put it in any sort of like a, you know, grill.
So these are simple ingredients which you can find at home, and
very basic
quick
ingredients
to make. And all you have to do is just toss in some stuff in the pan. Now, one basic question I want to ask: what's the difference between olive oil and extra virgin olive oil?
Extra virgin olive oil is a cold press, basically. So it's the first press that you get from olives. So especially for your salads, for your raw, you know, like eating, you should eat virgin olive oil. But for your cooking, where you need a higher melting point, is when you should use your basic other yellow color. There will be a difference in the color. That's how you can recognize it.
All right. So the extra virgin is
it's for salads. It's for basically
like
raw consumption.
Great. So another trivia. So we've learned today that we eat zucchini, but in the form of sitafal, because it's a part of the zucchini family. And you learn the difference between extra virgin olive oil and tofu, and what you can substitute for tofu or paneer if you're lactose intolerant. So that's a very simple sandwich ready to be eaten. But first it will go into the grill.
Yes, so it goes into the grill, and this is how it gets ready.
All right. So that's how it gets all gone together and really nice. So we'll be chomping into some of that, but first you guys go in for a short break.
Sports, dancing and everything, it's finally time to dig into some lovely breakfast this morning.
Well, I prefer my chai, but let's head across to Namrata for a good breakfast.
And with that, we'll also take a short break right here on Let's Go Delhi.
Welcome back. I'm at Chef Kishi Arora's home, And this is our breakfast.
Yes.
We've got the salad which you made.
Yes, honey vinaigrette
honey
salad.
vinaigrette, and there's some more dressing over here in case someone wants to put more.
Sure.
And the sandwich which has got tofu and
some zucchini and some sauteed baby corns.
And the best part is the herbed butter which you make. And we have some smoothie over here.
Yes, it's a basic, just a blend which has pineapple juice, apple juice, some bananas, some mango, and a bit of milk. And sometimes I add honey to make it a bit sweet.
Okay.
But in case you don't want something very sweet, since you're eating like a salad with honey and mustard, you can just add like a like a plain, I don't know, just plain fruits, nothing else.
Okay, yeah, because banana is quite sweet in itself.
Yeah, and mango too. I mean, it's a mango season right now.
Yeah, so perfect smoothie to go with all that. Well, thanks, chef. I'm just gonna bite into this. You're right, the butter, much better than putting regular butter.
And it's anything that's available at home, I would say. Coriander, black pepper, red chili, whatever flavors you like. If you're a big garam masala fan, add garam masala because that's the flavor you'll get in the butter there.
Yeah, and you like that flavor. Well, this is really, really delicious and healthy. And you know what? I'm actually not missing chicken in the sandwich.
It's the tofu, the sauteed tofu, which gives it a...
Yeah,
and then once when you have the salad, you'll realize there's some sauteed mushrooms and stuff also.
Yeah, so you won't miss chicken.
Yeah, so it's
and of course, there's some brie over here, which is French cow cheese. It's extremely soft and very, very tasty. So that's some brie and mushrooms, lettuce, tomatoes, peaches, of course. Oh, yeah.
The fruits add some sweetness to the salad. So
the fruits and the dressing. This is absolutely delicious.
Nice. I'm glad you like it.
And I'm really happy that I learned this because usually at home when I would have to make salad, it would be with chicken and with different stuff and mayonnaise. And the vinaigrette is a really, really good idea. So, very simple meal which you can make for yourself. A healthy, quick meal, healthy, quick breakfast, salad, sandwich, and of course the smoothie. Very good idea. The pineapple, the bananas, making a very, very good blend over here. Any tip that you would like to leave?
Try to use a lot of grain breads because they have a texture of their own. So I suggest just instead of taking just plain white Wonder bread, try to use like multi-grains or 7 grains or maybe like a masala bread, any other flavor that's in there, so that way you don't have to add something in your fillings inside.
Okay, great. So there you have it, the tip from the chef. Hope you enjoyed watching this episode. In case you want to send in any kind of feedback, write into metronation@ndtv.com. Until next time, bye-bye.